Good morning, welcome back to the channel. First off, got to apologize for my lack of updates, videos, that kind of thing. It's been a very hectic last week. That's not an excuse. I don't like to put out excuses, but I will apologize for everybody that's been watching and wondering why it is. It's been 8 or 9 days since the last update. Doing a lot of community work and stuff like that, feeding at the shelters, things like that, arranging a bunch of meetings with a lot of young entrepreneurs that are trying to get a little, step up in life kind of thing. So it's been a very busy, better part of the last 10 days, but back on track. So what I'm going to do here is I did film during that time, so I'm going to run through, I believe, four workouts. I actually lost my arm workout. I don't know where that video is, but I'll show you the other four that I did record in the last 7 days. So that'll be five. I had 5 workouts and 2 days off. So I'll show you 4 of the 5 because, like I said, I lost my arm workout. So first thing we're going to get into, I want to discuss my results so far. And in some ways, it's a little disappointing based on what I was hoping for. And in other ways, I'm absolutely amazed with the changes in my body. So let's start on the bad side. For some reason, I haven't been leaning up as quickly as I was hoping. I don't know if I can't get my diet in check or maybe it's age this time around, but I was expecting to be shredded by this point. Like just gone through week 5. That only really leaves 2 weeks left, and I was expecting, full 6-pack, almost a resting six-pack kind of thing. Been playing with the diet. I added the 6th meal in. I didn't add more calories. I just basically divided the calories I was taking, and instead of 5 meals, I bumped it up to 6. But what I have noticed, and I don't know if it was turning it into 6 meals or this training split where we're doing just one exercise per body part, which nobody believes me that I do, I'm getting incredible muscular growth. So while I'm not leaning up, I'm getting leaner, but not as quickly as I thought. But for those people that their goal, let's say they're not trying to lean up at the same time, if their goal is to add muscle mass, wow. I'm not even taking in 2,000 calories a day. I'm not taking protein shakes. I'm not taking amino acids. I'm not taking pre-workout. None of that kind of stuff. And I'm seeing incredible muscle growth on this one exercise per body part with this 7-day 3 on 1 off, 2 on 1 off split. Like I don't know if the video will translate, but one of the big things that I wanted to bring up was my arms. And this is crazy. I'm back up to 19 in just a matter of 5 weeks, basically. That's I don't mean to drone on, but that side of it, I thought, if I could put on, a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch over 7 weeks, that would be my goal. I'm already at 3/4 of an inch per arm growth in just completing 5 weeks. So while I'm disappointed that I'm not leaner yet, I've been able to put the size on my legs and my arms, which when we discussed at the beginning, that was the goal for this phase 2 of the 50Blast. So I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I hit that sweet spot in my diet or number of meals. I have no explanation for this. I've never been able to put on size this quickly before. I've always been able to put on size, but that's normally, 3 months kind of thing, a full 12 weeks. So I can't explain why at my age, because again, this is all natural. Okay, I have no issue with people that are enhanced, but for me to be able to do this now, I don't know if my training is just that on point or if the diet is just that on point. Like I'm talking to my friends who are bodybuilders and they're not understanding this. I'm literally taking in 1,900 to 2,000 calories daily over 6 meals. And I'm blowing everyone's mind as far as how I am changing my body mass-wise. Like I'm not aiming to put more mass on my shoulders or chest or anything like that. But this is like, now I'm just droning on, so there's a half side that I'm not happy with, but The other side of it, I've more than met, I'm exceeding my expectations on the muscle growth side. So I think if that is your goal, definitely try this for 7 weeks. All right, let's get into the workouts. I don't know what order these were actually in, but I'm just going to take them as they were recorded. So the very first body part that I trained for this week was chest. So we'll get into that video. I am on the incline hammer strength, one of my favorite exercises, because what it does is it really isolates across the top of the chest, and for me that is the look I like. I like that width across the top, and it starts by creating that line and then the separation on top, and that's what gives that illusion of mass in the chest. So let's get into this first set. I did a few warm-ups, and this one will be with 2 plates. So 2 plates went really well. I believe that was my 3rd set. I did a plate and a quarter for the first set. Then I did a plate, 2 plates, what I just showed you there. Then I bumped it up to 2 plates and a quarter. And for this next video, I attempted 3 plates to see how my body would respond to, again, I'm being safe, plenty of warm-up, but I really want to load up the muscles. This whole segment is about intensity. So this is me going after 3 plates on the incline hammer press. Now, I did get it for 6, and I've told you that, 6 to 12, you're trying to find that perfect range for you. I wasn't happy with how those 6 reps looked. Had I got a 7th, maybe I would have accepted it and gone with another set of 3 plates. But what I actually did is I knocked it back to 2 plates and a quarter so I could get 8 or 9, because that's where I felt the best workout was happening for me. So I think I did a total of 6 sets on that. I did get up to 3 plates, but then knocked it back because I'm more interested in finding the perfect range for me as opposed to just trying to lift heavy. All right, so that was the chest workout. Let's get on to the shoulder workout. And this workout was primarily, the last time I worked delts, I really focused on the rear delts. So this one was, I really wanted to focus on the fronts and the medial delt. So what this exercise is, it's incredibly efficient at targeting the front delts and giving you that incredible burn deep down into the muscle, break down those muscle fibers deep within your delts so you can start getting that growth and getting those really rounded caps on your delts, which look really good for the overall package. The wider your delts are, the more it makes up for maybe not having the narrowest waistline, like I don't. So here we are, incline bench, but you lean against it with your chest. You grab a dumbbell, and then you're going to lift as slow and controlled, no swinging, okay? You'll notice that everything we do here, none of it is just trying to rep stuff out. We're not going for high reps. We're going for focus, intensity, and a deep tissue muscle burn. So here is the, I think this was my this was the 3rd set. I found a weight that I was comfortable doing for that, around that 10 to 12 failure rate, and this is what it looks like. And you can see by this time, even with the jacket on, you can see how pumped the delts were. And I'm actually really happy to mention, like I said, I'm trying to bring my arms up. You can actually see my triceps through the jacket. So watch this. Watching that video, even though I've got a really goofy look on my face, makes me quite happy. When you've got such a pump and you're seeing so much development and results from your workouts, seeing myself through the jacket, like I'm not even wearing a tank top, but just seeing the muscular development coming through the jacket, even watching the video, it just motivates me to get my ass back to the gym to see even more. But you don't want to overtrain, so I still keep myself from going to the gym and overtraining. The system is working. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. All right, so what did we do next? A back workout. I don't typically train my back. What I'll do is on like a day off, I'll do a few, pull-ups and stuff like that because my back is way too big proportionately for my body. Just to give you an idea of me wearing like a suit jacket, I have to get them custom made because across the chest, which is actually also it goes all the way around. So if you got big lats, it goes towards your chest measurement. I'm a 50-52 jacket, but I've got a 33-inch waist right now. So that's terrible. You cannot buy something off the rack, and it makes it very annoying. Just to give you a proportion difference of my body. So I don't train my back. Someone had actually reached out and saying, do not put back into your training splits. And I explained that occasionally, usually once a month or every third week on a day off, I'll do, or maybe I'll add it to my abs, I'll do a single set of back exercise and not heavy. But for this particular one, just to show you that occasionally I will train heavy, just because sometimes you're in the gym and you've got the blood pumping, your muscles are swollen, you really want to push yourself. So I got on the rowing machine, the seated rowing machine. I really like these handles. I don't know what the brand is, but the way that they set the handles up make it perfect for someone like me to train, whether it's the T-bar handles from this brand or these adjustable width row bars. I was just having a phenomenal day, so I decided to do the entire stack. Don't always advise going heavy, but if you adequately warm up, you're finding that your sets are progressively working better and better, it's okay to go a little heavier and challenge yourself. Me, little bit of ego lifting, we'll call it, but I still won't hurt myself. But this is I think this was the 4th or the 5th set, so I just decided to pin the entire stack and see how it went. So this is what it looked like. Yeah, it was a little sloppy, but it still felt good to be able to move that amount of weight. That's, I think, all I've done in the last month as far as a back workout. I do a lot of hanging exercises, like when I do my abs, I almost always do them hanging with a leg raise. Actually, I'll show you an ab workout here right away. But I find just that hanging movement of, having your hands over your head and just letting your body weight drag, because I am over 200 pounds, I find that puts a really nice stretch on the lats. It makes my back feel good. So sometimes when I'm doing that, I'll just do like little mini pull-ups, not really a pull-up, but more like a pump, just so I get a little bit of muscle fiber twitch in my back. And I find that's all I need. You'll find out which body parts for you grow the easiest. For me, if I even look at a row machine, I'll put 3 inches on the width of my back. So I just don't. I know I'm getting too far into this, but I'm just letting you know, I purposely don't train back. It's not because I don't like it. I just don't want a bigger back. All right, so that's down. Like I said, I missed, somehow I don't know where the video is for my arm workout. I had actually broken out of the norm. I had missed a day, so I did bis and tris together, taking about 20 minutes off between them, drinking a lot of water. But for some reason that video, I can't find it. Maybe I'll post it later, or you'll just have to catch it on the next week's cycle. But what I can show you here is something I'm quite happy with. I know it's a goofy looking exercise when you record it, but I've found over the years, this has been the best single exercise for abdominals that I've ever done. This is something that helped not only to trim up my waistline when I was younger, but also strengthen my core when I was fighting. I'm not saying you should get into fights, but I did it professionally, semi-professionally we'll call it. But one of the biggest factors when you are training is your core strength, because if you ever take a shot to the abdominal, liver, kidneys and stuff like that, and you have a soft midsection, ooh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. That'll drop you and your brain won't even know why. So this was not only something that I've done to bring my waist in, but also to strengthen the abdominal walls, obliques, when I was fighting. And this is that exercise where you're just basically hanging. You bring your legs as high up as you can, and then you kind of just do the windshield wiper back and forth. It's gonna look goofy. My ass is gonna be in the camera, but this I'm quite happy with, because if you I don't know how many weeks ago when I showed you the first attempt at it, I think I only got 4 or 5, and they were super sloppy. Recently, when I tried yesterday, that's not this video, but when I tried yesterday, I think I got 15 or 16. So that's already 400% better than the first time I tried it. But this was shot about a week ago at the end of my workout. So it's a little bit sloppy, but as you can see, it's better than the first time I showed you this exercise. So here it is. Like I said, it's a goofy looking exercise, but you know what? I'm very happy with the results so far. While I'm not as lean as I'd like, doing exercises like this have still shrunk my waistline. And I'm very happy about that. Because, again, adding a little bit of mass up top, it just over exemplifies the V-taper. And I'm quite happy with that. So, all right. Again, I apologize that you're having to watch all this at once. But here it all is. This constitutes week 5. There was not a leg workout in here. I'm going to do that today. I kind of just got off rotation a little bit as well. What I'm going to end up doing is, again, those walking lunges. I'm not actually switching up my leg routines that much. I'm basically doing a really solid warm-up with different exercises, not muscle training exercises, warm up. Like maybe I'll do the hamstring curl or the leg extension as a warm up, and then I go to do the walking lunges as my working sets. That's what I've been doing. And those walking lunges, especially now that I can do it with a plate on either side, what an amazing workout. I'm noticing growth on my hamstrings, which was the important part for me because of a past injury. I'll include that in the next videos. So you know what, we're going to wrap this up here. I think I've taken up enough of your time. Again, I apologize for not having an update for quite a while, but that's what I've been up to. These are my workouts. I hope you're trying it. If you are working out alongside me, even if you're not running a 50Blast program, please let me know your results. All right. And for those who are not following on Instagram, it's the exact same page name. It's at fit.into.lifestyle with a dot between each word. And you'll see me there. All right. Thanks for watching. Wrapping up week 5, 50Blast phase 2. I'm Chris, and I'm out of here. Ciao.